Hi everyone, let me introduce you to my two adorable cats. Meet our little orange princess, Mija. She can do tricks like shake hands and practically sleep anywhere. And our little fluffy boy, Myeon, who chooses violence at every opportunity. Together, we're one happy little family, you know? But there's one tiny rule in our household. The cats sleep in their room at night. Now, in your brain, you might be thinking, don't you want to cuddle with your cat? To that, I would say yes. Yes, I'd love to. But let me back up a bit and explain how we got here. See, sometimes Mija will come over to my wife and make herself comfortable in her lap. And she'll even nap on my desk while I'm working. So she clearly likes being around us. But the moment I grab this softball to cuddle her, it only lasts for about 10 seconds. And boy, their sleep schedule is basically the complete opposite of ours. They sleep during the day and turn into chaos at night. So every time we let them sleep in our room, we end up suffering from sleep deprivation the next day. So that's why we have the rule. A very important rule. The cats sleep in their room at night, which worked really well until one day my wife went for a short trip. So it was just me, Myeon, and Mija at home. And I see that as an opportunity for a dad-cat bonding time. You know, extra playtime, extra snack. And when the night arrived, I thought, maybe just for tonight, they can sleep anywhere in the house, so I let them chill. Mija was chilling on the couch, and Myeon was asleep like an angel on the kitchen countertop. So I went to bed, feeling proud of myself. But this is where things started to get interesting. Because not long after that, I heard an extremely loud meow. So I walked out of my room, and I swear to God, there is a black cat. And last time I checked, I don't have a black cat in this house. And then I realized my front door was wide open. I was so confused. And I see Myeon looking scared in the corner. And guys, Mija is nowhere to be found. What if a bad guy took her? But that's when I remember one of Mija's special talent. We never really know what happened, but here's my theory. Mija noticed that my wife still hadn't come home. So maybe she thought my wife was in danger or something. And she opened the door to look for her. And somehow the black cat from the street came in. They started fighting and Mija ran out. And guys, I'm not joking. See? She can't open the freaking door! For context, a few days before this incident, we installed a smart door lock. But we forgot that it can be opened from the inside without any friction whatsoever. Which completely makes sense, right? I mean, who would want a door that is hard to open from the inside? I don't know, maybe someone who has a cat that can open the door? Anyway, I digress. It was 2 a.m. and I was out in my pajamas looking for baby Mija. And I looked everywhere, under cars, in every bushes, behind trash bins, but I couldn't find her until the sun was rising. So I had no choice but to call my wife. And she was like, eh? Thankfully, she was very understanding about it. Then she decided to go home. So here's our plan. 1, we put the litter box outside so that she can smell her own poop to find her way back. And then, every hour, we would take turns to go out, somehow hoping to run into Mija. But then 6 hours later, we still couldn't find Mija. And I was exhausted, you know. At that point, I barely had any sleep, so I just lay down there in front of my house. Basically that. Meanwhile, my wife was like, Mija, Mija. At some point, my wife heard meows coming from the bushes beside our house. And sure enough, Mija was hiding there, covered in dirt and trembling. And now, we have 2 smart door locks.